Dogs.com here with Chris, Brian, Jovan, and Rod. Not sure if anyone else is coming by or not, but this is our starting crew for today, and it is Saturday, July the 30th, 2022. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Winding it down for baseball here. We're in the final kind of push of the season. Trade deadline is Tuesday. We had a trade yesterday, which made 0 sense. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be a lot of trades that make 0 sense out there as we go forward. But Chris Ruffalo, we talked wedding songs earlier this week. Is it true you're all about that bass? Is that, I've heard no rumor trouble floating around.
Yeah, no trouble. No, I think that's one of the bigger rumors, but it's a rumor I can in fact confirm is that I'm all about the bass.
No trouble. Anyways, Luis Castillo goes to the Mariners for a boatload. I mean, really, the mother load is what you could call it. And does he really help this team at all? I think that's the question here. I mean, is that what they needed? It certainly didn't appear to be a logical move or one that was on the radar. They kind of had, Robbie Ray and Logan Gilbert and, Jorge Kirby and, kind of they had a big three. I don't know, maybe someone.
Now you have a big four.
Yeah, but maybe someone that can hit besides the two guys in the lineup that can, or the 2 or 3 guys in the line. I mean, they have 3 guys that can hit in the lineup, right? So it's like when you think maybe add another guy, and then to trade away the future. I mean, really, there are 2 guys that are like, this is like the worst trade since the Quintana trade. I mean, this is the worst trade since the Quintana for Jimenez and Cease. This is the worst trade in the history. It's one of the worst trades in the history of baseball.
I mean, I didn't see where the prospects were in their rankings, but
two of them in the overall top 10 of overall prospects, not for Seattle. Overall top 10 prospects. 2 of them were, and then the other pitcher who was not listed in the top 10 has like a 2.1 ERA. I mean. What are you doing? For Luis Castillo. I mean,
right? Didn't Seattle make a bad trade last season too? But
not like this. Not like this.
Nah, it wasn't as bad as this. No, but they still made a bad deal.
This is epically bad. This is as bad as it gets.
That was Tyler Anderson last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, but this is the future. They've traded away.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Well, now knowing that was the whole stockpile, obviously the Reds made out like bandits with that one. And I mean, the Mariners, they get a third top line starter. When you consider what the top line is for a lot of teams, and the Mariners, like you said, we saw Robbie Ray yesterday. He faced the Houston Astros in the playoffs. Robbie Ray's not going to be even likely to get you a win, but. Luis Castillo, you have a better shot at maybe winning a playoff series or at least winning a couple games in the playoff series. And you take him out of Great American Ballpark where he's had issues. Now you put him in a pitcher's park like T-Mobile. Maybe he'll have a little bit more success.
Arroyo's 18 years old. He's batting .316 with 76 runs scored, 67 RBIs, and 13 home runs with 21 steals. 2 burners. The 2 prospects the 2 high prospects are just serious burners. It's like those guys just do not grow on trees. You just do not see too many pure base stealers in baseball anymore. And you give away 2 of them that can hit. I just don't see it, man. I do not see it. Anyways, Brian went to 3-27 on Justin Verlander games for the last 2 seasons. Yesterday, he really liked the way Robbie Ray was looking heading into that game with his 34 career ERA against Seattle. He threw 30 pitches in the first inning. How are you feeling at that point? A little sick to the stomach.
Well, he had 7 quality starts out of his last 8 starts.
Not against the Astros.
Not against
the Astros. His career against the Astros is 2 guys on the Astros hitting close to 600 career against him with 20 at bats. Plus
Seattle played a ton of one run games this season, but
not against the Astros.
I got my butt kicked on that one for sure.
Not against the Astros, they didn't. Justin Verlander, you're going to give him the Cy Young here, and the comeback player of the year, 14-3 with a 1.88.
Well, we still have a chunk of the season yet to go.
Who's in second place?
So he can hit 20.
Who's in second place?
20.
Who's in second in the American League for Cy Young? I mean, who's even in second place?
You can't give somebody an award this early in the season.
As a matter of fact, they do it. They've done it before. They gave it to DeGrom 1 year at about this point. They gave it to him. They had a presentation on the field mid game. They stopped the game and gave him the Cy Young award.
He got me on that one.
Giovanni, Red Sox. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like the other night against Cleveland, they come up with the big home run late. And then last night against the Brewers, it was the opposite. Kind of just the floodgates opened in the ninth on them. Javon's frozen up. We'll come back to him. Rod, grinding it through the CFL season. You've got been following it, watching your picks in the comments. And then you got NFL preseason starting on Thursday. So you got double crap football there going on. No one knows crap football like Rod Zawacki.
Hey, a win is a win, right?
Oh, I know, but this is like,
but
it's always fun to be able to at least watch the game. That I think is part of it.
I'm not sure what the coverage is down there in the U.S., but
it's zero.
I watched the game. It was zero.
It's zero.
Okay.
I think ESPN3 has it.
ESPN has some Canadian football games, especially on their app.
If
you turn on their app, they have like ESPN3 or like.
I don't think so. I think it was cornhole. I'm pretty sure it was cornhole.
He wasn't even on the Ocho.
No, I'm pretty sure they were showing cornhole. Cornhole gets more coverage on ESPN than.
Hey, those guys are pretty good at it.
I'm not kidding. It's like I kid, but not about that. Yeah, those guys are good at cornhole. It's amazing. Those guys are good at it.
Someone just said in the comments it was on ESPN2 last night.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So today's will probably be on ESPN2 again.
See the CFL making moves.
I don't think so. I think they got Bocce on.
Okay, hold me back.
ESPN2 lineup. On TV tonight, the ESPN2 schedule. Sports Center, UFC. 5:30 a.m. NFL Live, Outside the Lines, Formula One, UFC Live, UFC Countdown, Athlete Sports, CFL Football, Blue Bombers, and the Stampeders at 7 p.m. Whoa. Get the popcorn popper ready. Rod, who do we like in this one?
Hold me back.
Be a great game.
Who do we like in this one?
Bombers undefeated on the season. They have got 0 losses. They just beat Calgary last week. 26-17 was the final in that one, but that was in Winnipeg. So coming back in Calgary, you look at Calgary 6-0 ATS following a loss, and at home on a Saturday night, we know how Calgary likes to party. So that place will be rocking in McMahon Stadium, and I think it'll be a closer game than what people think. So give me the Stampeders, and this is the guy that doesn't like Calgary. So I'm going to take the Stampeders plus the points in this one. I think it's closer. It comes down to a field goal game.
Well, Jovan is back with us. Jovan, the Red Sox right here at the trade deadline, obviously not going to do anything. Looking forward to Patriots football or Boston College? What do you got going on in Boston? Kevin Durant coming to town?
Nah, I'm not I really don't want Kevin Durant coming to town. He's 34 years old. They have a championship caliber team already. I don't know if Kevin Durant puts him over the top, quite frankly. I mean, talent-wise, yeah, but defensive-wise, I don't know. And the Celtics are built on the defense, but that's basketball season. Yeah, pretty excited for the Patriots, see what they have in store. There's a lot of speculation on who's going to be calling the plays up in New England. So, there's always an adventure with that, But, yeah, I mean, as far as college football, I'm just excited in general with that. It doesn't have anything to do with just Boston College, and even though they should field a pretty competitive team as well. Baseball, dead in the water. Red Sox just do it time and time again. The bats don't crack and their bullpen just implodes. So that's the story of the Red Sox season, basically.
Anyways, Al Ninos.
Bruins trying to keep hydrated. That might help you.
What's that?
I said the Bruins are trying to pick up Nazem Kadri. They're definitely high on his list. He might be going to become a Bruin. Not what the Leafs want to hear. Definitely not what the Leafs want to hear.
El Ninos. It's happening. Dodgers 1-run win yesterday. Favored by one. Big chalkers yesterday. The Yankees got the rain delay break there. Got the win. And the Blue Jays minus 600 got just smacked around by the Tigers. Probably a little more on the way today. A little more where that came from. What do you got cooking?
Yeah, I stayed away from the massive favorites yesterday. Did have the Dodgers.
Way to show some solid restraint there.
Yeah.
We know you love a minus 375 favorite.
Oh, see, no, that's when they start to get out of my range. But
so you have a range. Wow.
I do. Even I do. Yeah.
All right. We didn't know.
Now you do. Learn something new every day, man.
Well, now we know. All right. Well, I think we've wasted enough time. We can get into the games, giving people enough of a chance to get here. We've got the Rays and the Guardians. Corey Kluber playing against Cleveland. Got the Yankees and the Royals. And the Blue Jays and the Tigers. We got two Ninos lines here. Al Ninos, what do you think?
Well, let's look at the non-Ninos line. How about that? I think you could argue that there might be some value here on the Guardians as dogs, but I do think Kluber is the better starter. Hasn't always been perfect this year, but again, I think he gives them slight edge on the mound. They are at home, and I'll take the Rays here. You can take a -1 if you don't want to lay that little bit of juice, but they're all right. They're not too heavy favorites, so I'll take the Rays.
Rod?
I'm going to agree. Give me the Rays here. I think the Rays finally snapped their losing streak here at home. They lost yesterday to the Guardians, but I think that they bounce back. I think Kluber has a good start, and the Rays are 5-0 at home in Kluber starts. So give me the Rays here. I think they get a win.
Jovan?
Yeah, I'll lean Rays. I'm just not a Zach Plesac guy. Every start that I see him pitch is, first couple innings are shaky, and then he just gives it up in the third or fourth inning. But sometimes he has good starts, but I don't think this is going to be one of them. So I'll back Corey Kluber and later on the Rays bullpen in this one.
Brian?
Oh, I hate this slot, but I don't want to pull any roof flows here. I think I'll take the Detroit Tigers here, +1.5. Hutchinson is pretty brutal, but Stripling at -300, just a huge number. We saw the Tigers pull one out of their behinds yesterday and get a W. I think they can at least keep it respectable. Royals and Yankees, I'll take the Royals +2.5 at -115. Royals almost knocked off the Yankees yesterday. I think that rain delay hurt them. Heasley is absolutely horrible. And Cortez, you look at his numbers, he's been very solid, but I think the Royals can get a few on him. So I'll take the +2.5. Those are the two I like in that time period.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays as well on this one. I've been burned by Zach Plesac. I give him the benefit of the doubt, and turns around and burns me just like he did against the Red Sox. And I think at this price, you got to back Corey Kluber, the Rays, to bounce back here. I think the Rays find a way to get it done. They got to start doing it if they're going to maintain a spot in the wild card race. So give me the Rays here.
I like the Royals. I like the Tigers even more. The Jays just squarer than a box. And we've been fading the Jays at the big money prices all week. All it took was 2 wins. We're way plus money for the week. We had them with the Cardinals with Wainwright at plus 210, and then last night. So, you get to that plus 500 change with 2 wins. You don't got to win money. You don't got to win many. And Jose Barrios on deck tomorrow. So the Jays are looking ahead at that one, right? Brian loves the look ahead angle. It's like, you got Barrios going. It's like they're not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Minus 350 tomorrow for the Jays.
For Barrios?
Yeah, probably. Maybe minus 400.
It's out. The lines are out. We could check it.
All right.
I can tell you what Barrios is at. He is at...
minus 300.
Yep, minus 300.
And it's only going to rise.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the Jays are a team that's just, they've under-delivered. They've under-delivered. Over-promised, under-delivered. They'll probably go out and make a move, too.
They got to.
I'm surprised they didn't get Castillo. Castillo would have been more in there.
They could have used him, yeah.
I thought they were all over him, but was surprised he went to Seattle.
I was surprised he went to Seattle, too. Didn't make a lot of sense. We got the Red Sox, and the bettors have wised up. Nick Pivetta no longer favored in that one against the Brewers. We've got the Marlins taking on the Metropolitans, and then we got the Reds and the Orioles, another flip-flopper as far as the favorites go. Chris?
Yeah, the one I like the best out of this group, I like the over 8 between the Mets and Marlins. We were over in the second inning last night, and that was with a far better pitching matchup than what we're going to have in this one. I think Carlos Carrasco, he has had some success on the road, but he still has an ERA up around 5.5 on the road this season. And the Marlins, well, whoever they start here, I think is going to have some issues dealing with this Mets lineup that's hitting right now. I like this game to get closer to 9-10 runs, so give me the over 8 Mets-Marlins.
Yep, that if you follow the betting tools, they love the Mets on the run line here. Love them. Numero uno pick of the betting tools. Brian.
I like this slot. One play for me out of this grouping that probably could have been a premium, the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. I think Pavetta's given up, 22 runs over his last 4 starts combined. I know the last one out wasn't too bad for Pavetta. I just think the Brewers are a flat-out better team, and you're getting a decent price here, so hard to pass on Milwaukee.
Well, that's weird, because a guy gets hit as hard as Pavetta. Normally that puts him right into your good graces. Jovan?
Well, sometimes. Never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Brewers Red Sox over. And I think that the Red Sox get to Lauer. They haven't been hitting lefties lately, but overall in the season they hit lefties, and I think Lauer leaves some stuff over the plate to where they could hit him hard. And Nick Pivetta, he's fallen off a cliff. Never really was a Nick Pivetta guy anyway, just remembering him from his days in Philly, but hey, his Cinderella, stint is coming to a crashing halt. So, it is what it is. He's been slumming it. So, I'll take the over in this one. See like a 8-4, 8-5, 7-6 type game.
Rod?
And for me, I agree. Give me the over in that Boston game. I think we see a whole pile of runs in that one. And I agree with Chris. Give me the over in the Mets and Marlins. See a whole pile of runs in that one. Carrasco 4-0 in his last 4 starts after the team scores 5 or more runs in the previous game. And Marlins definitely not playing so good at home. I think we see a whole pile of runs in that one as well. And 8's a little bit light on that one. So give me the over 8 in that one. A couple overs.
El Ninos.
Yeah, quite a few plays I like, but I kind of have to agree with Brian that I think the best play here would be the Brewers on the money line. Probably should have been a premium play.
All right. I like the Mets on the run line, even with Carrasco. Marlins.
Who's going to start for the Marlins?
It doesn't matter. They've been absolutely dreadful. And let's look at the betting tools. They say that the Marlins are 0-11 on the run line at home.
There must be nobody good because that line was that bad.
0-11 at home on the run line. Meanwhile, the Tigers and that Nerfy at Toronto. 9 in a row. I've been giving that out on the 7 free picks every single day. That thing's straight money. All right. Chris, what are you selling? 2 days left of Christmas in July.
Yeah, you got to make sure everybody starts to take advantage of it, and all the long-term passes still discounted to a great price, lowest they'll be all year. But for me today, I got my $15 pickoff play. Got back on track with the Rangers yesterday. Hoping to go back-to-back days today. That pickoff play also part of my Saturday Slam MLB 3-pack for $40 over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Brian?
Yep. Horrible day yesterday, but 6 of 9 have been winning days since the All-Star break. I got my titanium play, just $15 best bet. But make sure you guys take advantage of the Christmas in July. I mean, the year for all these guys are probably under 1,000 for the year. You got to take advantage. That's $273 a day, I believe. And me personally, I got my NFL preseason pass. Just $50 gets you every play. Should be about 10 to 14 plays in that package.
Jovan?
Yeah, I got a 3-pack up on the website. You know, it's been winning lately, putting together winning days, and you know, just trying to keep that going. You know, just can't wait till football season. You know, so with this baseball, trying to just keep it on the plus side. You know, so you know, also have my laser show, my afternoon streamer, which is an early start, and a late night play, you know, so just in case you need to dig yourself out of a grave, you know what I mean? So yeah, check it out.
Rod?
Every a nice winning day yesterday, having a nice week. So I got my 3 best MLB plays going today for my Saturday Sluggers pack. You can get all 3 over there in one package, or just like we said, Christmas in July, scoop something up before the last 2 days pass you by, and you won't see these prices again until next year. So, jump on some later. Let's make some money.
Al Ninos?
Yeah, I got my best bet, which is also included in my 3-pack. But of course, yeah, time to get on those long-term passes with Christmas and July specials.
All right. I've hit 4 of my last 5 on my $15 big plays. I started right after the All-Star break with my worst run in my $15 big plays since their inception. And then just like that, that's how fast it turns around. I've hit 4 of my last 5. And, of course, having my worst baseball season in quite some time. But my $15 big plays have been straight money. Not like saying, oh, I can't wait for NFL. That's for sure. I hear a lot of people saying that. I can't wait for NFL. It's like you're going to beat the books in NFL. It's like, it's the hardest. It's that and NBA are the hardest of hard. It's like, more like, we'll hear the word fixed more than, you know, is what it is. Rigged. Vegas.
Vegas made the call.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Take the Jets.
Speaking of
take the Chargers. That's your Halloween trick or treat special. It's still from a couple years ago.
It's like trick or treat. Here, tell your old man to put a little something on the Chargers tonight.
That'll always be my favorite morning show.
That was the best. It was the best because they're like, "What are you giving out tonight?" And Brian's like, "I really like the Chargers."
No, it was the kid comes
so
to
we
the
want to
door.
talk about candy, you know?
No, it was the kid comes to the door, rings the doorbell, goes trick or treat. Brian goes, I got my executive info 5 package.
Yeah, give your old man a treat there. Yeah.
There you go. Good times.
It's Halloween on his, what day of the week is it on this year?
I don't know. Find out.
Anyways, got the Astros and the Mariners. Got the Padres and the Twinkies. Anyone think if that Padres Twins game went like another 5 innings, they'd still be playing right now? It's like,
maybe the Padres are tired of running around the bases.
They might be. They sure as hell might be. I think that's like the type of game where it's like the starting pitchers for both teams have to leave early to go home and go to sleep.
They suspend the game and then say we'll come back tomorrow.
It's like, oh my God. Pirates against the Phillies. Ranger Suarez still pretending to be a major league pitcher. Chris?
Well, for the record, Halloween on a Monday this year, so we'll get some Halloween Monday Night Football. But
nice.
For me,
in
I'm
Vegas?
Go with the,
It'd be great if it's in Vegas.
Maybe we'll have to see what week that is. But for me, I'm going to take the San Diego Padres here. I really like the Padres with Joe Musgrove going, and I think everybody's going to be disillusioned that he's given up 9 runs in his last 2 starts
On the
But
road.
Yeah, exactly. On the road as well. He does pitch much better at home. Sonny Gray does pitch much better on the road himself, but just after seeing last night, I got to go with the San Diego Padres to carry that momentum over.
Brian?
Yeah, this is a tough slot for a free pick, but I'll take the under in the Houston Astros Seattle Mariners game. Mariners aren't scoring a ton of runs. The Houston Astros love to go under the number overall for the season. Framber Valdez, the sweat guy, I think he can keep Seattle in check. So I think this is a 3-2, 2-1 type of game. I'll take the under.
Jovan?
Yeah, I'll take the over in the Twins Padres game. There's just some regression in Joe Musgrove's game overall, whether he's on the road or at home. But look, the Twins are 7-2-1 to the over in their last 10. So I'm gonna roll with that trend right there. Take the over.
Rod?
I mean, I agree with Jovan there. I love the over in the Padres and Twins here. Both teams batting and scoring runs. If you look at the save total for the Twins, it would be 9 straight overs for them at 7.5. So, and the Padres is the same thing. They're 5-0 to the over as well. So give me the over in that one. And I'm going to go opposite of Brian. I like the over in Houston and Marlins or the Mariners game. I know they usually trend towards the under Houston, but Mariners in trouble. That's deflating. You as a player on that, and you see that trade, is that supposed to make you excited? Probably not. We've seen it last season.
I'll tell you
it just deflates your
I'll tell you
team.
what probably made
Very
him less
deflating.
excited was Justin Verlander striking out every third batter last night. It was like 2 outs, man. It was another strikeout, like just a ripping strike, too, for strike 3. It just was.
I don't see flexing very much today.
They kind of left Verlander in a little too long, and that's why he gave up a run at all, because he was just, large and in charge. Again. El Niños.
I like the over in the Phillies Pirates game.
What do you like about it?
I like 2 bad starters. I like the wind blowing out, and I like a very bad bullpen.
He likes the wind blowing out, pina
The
coladas,
Pirates, the
and
second worst
getting caught in the
bullpen
rain.
in the league. And the Phillies bullpen, they can give up some runs too. So I like the over in this game a
The
lot.
wind blowing out, pina coladas, getting caught in the rain.
Please don't make a half a brain reference here. Because that's the next line.
You're not into yoga. Oh boy, it is Halloween night in Cleveland.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cincinnati. Oh man, Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Thursday night, Baltimore, Tampa Bay. Nice little schedule that year. You got your Patriots-Jets game, Brian.
Yeah, I think we'll see things from the Jets this year. I have a good feeling.
I'll tell you, I think any chance you can adopt the Vikings, I think that's like a Bitler type.
Nah, I like the Jets.
They've been underachieving a little bit.
I was looking at strength of schedule yesterday. Teams with weak schedules this year.
I don't think you can look at that. I don't think that means anything.
Well, as far as win over futures bets over wins, you see what they're set the line at and what the strength of schedule is. Strength of schedule is, and see if there's any value out there.
I think last year, like half those unders were over at like the 5-week mark or something, or the opposite, way too. They're like weren't even close. Because half the teams that make the playoffs don't make this playoffs the next year. except for in the expanded playoffs. But it's usually about half.
I think the Chiefs are headed for under 10.5.
I gave out Chiefs no playoffs on the drive-through, so you must have been watching.
No, I didn't, but I love it. So
Smash that like button. Brian smashing the like. I got plenty of dislikers out there. Me and Romanelli compete. Gotcha dislikes today. Anyways, go to our next set of games. I like the Pirates. That's my pick. Anyways, we go to our next set of games. It's the Nationals and the Cardinals. Dakota Hudson against Eric Fede. The White Sox and the A's. The White Sox were terrible last night. Try and get back to 500. And then the Braves and the Diamondbacks. This is the lookout game, right? Look out. Ian Anderson -2.25, Chris Ruffalo. What is the world coming to? 225. Ian frickin' Anderson. I mean,
Ian bleeping Anderson.
I mean, if I'm straight trash, what's this guy? You know, I mean, I hear it all the time in the YouTube comments that I'm straight trash. What's this guy? You know, 95 innings, 102 hits, and most of those balls were hit extremely hard. This isn't even like, you know, that doesn't even count like the ones that were miraculous defense. 48 free passes, 56 earned runs. Only one run that he's given up all season wasn't earned. Oh, man, this guy, he stinks. He's the worst third-round draft choice in the history of baseball. Third overall pick. Overall pick, yes.
I don't think you go that far.
Yeah, I'm going to give him the title over Jameson Talion. I have to
There's
give
been
it to
guys
him.
that didn't even reach the big
I had Talion there, and I give it to him.
Yeah.
You can have your own show on that, Brian, if you'd like. You're up next, so you can say who you think's the worst third overall pick.
Don't worry. Brian,
I'd say right now it's this guy.
Yeah. I was gonna say you won't have long to wait because Mitch took all the good points. I'm gonna go with the Diamondbacks +1.5. I'll take a money line too. There's no way I'm laying, even if the Braves are the better team, there's no way I'm laying -225 or chasing a run line with Ian Anderson because he will blow that up extremely quick in your face, and it just takes one bad inning.
Doubles every year. He's gone 1.95, 3.58, 5.31. Next year he's going 7.6. You know,
yeah, he has to have a whip around 1.5 this season. So
sucks.
Yeah, I'll take my chances with the Diamondbacks here. Corbin Martin looked half decent in his last start, and I think something semi-capable here is enough to keep the Diamondbacks in the game.
Oh God, Anderson's got a 6.43 at home this season. His whip is 1.81.
At home or overall?
At home.
At home. Overall, it's 1.58.
There you go. So, not far off.
Yeah.
No.
Not good. It just says, you look up his stats, it's like, not good.
So it's like you get the INF for like infinite when you can't like compute it, or this number does not compute.
If you look at his day and night stats, all it says is doesn't matter. It's like, comes across, it's like, doesn't matter. Brian, you on the Braves here? Playing the -1?
No, as much as it pains me, I agree with you, Mitch. I think Arizona Diamondbacks +1.5 are the best players in this time area because you got Ian Anderson in a 5.31 ERA and a 1.58 WHIP at -200 to 220 odds, and the Arizona Diamondbacks 26-19 run line on the road. So for me, I'll take Arizona here. They got a shot to win it outright, though.
Jovan, little Ian Anderson for you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna roll with the Diamondbacks as well. You know, I'm gonna regurgitate that stat that you put up. 6.43 ERA at home. It just bears repeating. So, you know, Corbin Martin, he does need to calm down on the walks. He had 5 of them in his last start, his only start. So, but I think I think they get to Ian Anderson, and the Braves bullpen, they get hit too. So, I'm gonna roll with the I'm gonna roll with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Value play, good plus money.
Rod?
For me, I'm gonna take Oakland and the White Sox to go over. You look at Blackburn, his last start, he gave up 10 runs. Before that, was like 7. And Cueto, he hasn't pitched so well at home this season. I like the over in that one. I think you see enough runs to get us over the total in that one. And I like the Braves and Arizona Diamondbacks to go over the total as well. We had it yesterday, and it just fell short. I think today we will get over that number. I want Ian Anderson can keep up. And these Diamondbacks, they've been scoring runs in bunches, too. When they score lots. Like 7, 10. So give me the over 9.5. Braves, Arizona.
El Ninos.
Yeah, like a couple dogs and probably even more overs in this slot. Torn between the Cardinals, Nationals, and Diamondbacks, Braves. I think both those games go over the total.
I like the White Sox here with first ballot Hall of Famer Johnny Cueto on the mound. Trying to find his strikeout prop for today because we're going there. That's for sure. I got it. Hang on. It is 4.5. The over 4.5. It's hit 60% of the time in his last 5 starts. You go out to his last 10. It's hit 70%. Yeah, that's why he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he shows it again today, marching through that tough Oakland A's batting order. I like all the Johnny Cueto's over. I like, of course, the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Are you going money line or are you going run line?
Diamondbacks?
For the White Sox.
Oh.
You taking the White Sox minus 1.5 or
plus
money line?
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Plus 1. White Sox, I'm parlaying them plus 1 with the Royals, Tigers, and I'm going to round robin. Royals, Tigers, Diamondbacks.
Because the White Sox are 15-34 on the run line and all. And then you got the Oakland A's.
Plus 1.5, Brian. Plus
all
1.
Right. All right.
You're just looking at it the wrong way. They're due. Dodgers, Rockies.
They stink.
Dodgers, Rockies. Clayton Kershaw on the mound. Jakob Eunice and the Giants against the Cubs. Giants tried to rally late, but they let the Cubs rally first. And then Diamondbacks against the Rangers. Chris, what do you think?
I think my best free one here is going to be the Colorado Rockies again on the run line. I mean, we saw the Rockies. They fell short yesterday, but they're still the best team in baseball against left-handed pitching at this point. Still clubbing left-handed pitching, hitting over 300 against lefties at home this season. And while Clayton Kershaw is still, another first ballot Hall of Famer, the reality is he did give up 6 runs in 4 innings in his only start against Colorado this season. Kyle Freeland, not my favorite arm in that Rockies rotation, but I think there's enough here that the Rockies could cover the plus 1.5 here.
Who gets more votes, Kershaw or Cueto?
No, Kershaw.
The reality, probably Kershaw.
All right, I'm voting for Cueto. Brian?
That's fair.
You almost made me drop my pen. I like all these games in this time slot, but if I had to pick, it's hard to just pick one. But
Well, go ahead.
I'm going to
Give
agree
them
with
all
Chris.
out, Brian. Just give them all.
I like the Colorado Rockies here plus 1.5. I'm just addicted to fade the Dodgers, especially on the road. Colorado, it got done yesterday. I think they get another run line cover. Dodgers win it outright. I'll take the San Francisco Giants today on the money line. I've been backing the Cubs the last 2, but I think the Giants got this one. And then that's it. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to keep the foot out of my mouth.
Jovan?
Yeah, I'll go the other way with the Dodgers on the run line. Yeah, I know that Kershaw hasn't pitched well against the Rockies in his last 2 starts, once this year and once the year before, but he's due for a good one against the Rockies. And the Rockies, quite frankly, as good as they hit overall against lefties, they haven't hit well in the last 10, batting 176 against lefties in that span. So I think that and meanwhile on the other side, Kyle Freeland, he hasn't been doing anything, and the Dodgers have been hitting 315 against lefties in their last.
Well, he's been
10
doing something. It's just not anything good.
Right, exactly.
He's doing something. It's not
Yeah,
anything.
but the Dodgers have been hitting lefties lately, so I think they get the Cal Freeland, and you know what it is with this bullpen, just straight trash. So I think they get a multiple run win and extend their winning streak.
Rod?
And for me, in those ones, just like I said, see, I don't know. If you look, his last start was good. The three before that were not good. So I'm going to take the over in that one. I think they want some tackles in Colorado. So I'm going to take the over. Kershaw 6-0 to the over his last 6 road starts. And the Rockies 6-0 to the over in Freeland's last 6 starts at home. So whole pile of runs, we get over the 11 and open 11.5 down to 11. Yeah, I don't see the end of there. Give me the over 11. Tons of runs in Dodgers, Colorado today.
El Nino's little Rockies action for you.
Yeah, maybe a little Rangers action for me. And actually kind of like the over in that game as well. Actually, probably like the over better than the side in the Rangers-Angels game. Just, 2 terrible starters. And, well, as bad as the Angels' offense has been, I think they get it going a little bit against Otto here. So give me the over in that game.
I'll take the Yerfie in the Dodgers-Rockies game as well. 7 in a row. Dodgers at Coors Field to the Yerfie. Yes, runs first inning.
Nice.
7 in a row. And also the Angels have a Nerfie stat, I believe, here. Yep. 5 in a row to the Nerfie versus the American League. And for the Angels, Rangers makes perfect sense in that game, too. So I'm going Yerfie, Nerfie. All right, it's everyone's favorite time. Parlay time. Mine's dedicated to Al McMorty. He's not here with us today. Chris?
Actually, I'll do my best Big Al impression too. I'm just going to do a 2-teamer. I'm going to do the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line and the San Diego Padres on the money line.
I'm going to do a +1.5 poker 3. I'm going to take the Oakland A's +1.5, Arizona Diamondbacks +1.5, and Colorado Rockies +1.5.
Yeah, I'll take the Brewers, Sox, or Red Sox over, the Twins, Padres over, and for my third, Dodgers run line.
Rod?
And for me, I'm going to take three overs. I'm going to take the Braves game over, the Twins game, and the Dodgers game over. 3 overs.
Al Ninos.
Do Brewers, Orioles. I'm struggling with a third one. I might just keep it to 2.
All right. I'm doing round robin. Royals, Diamondbacks, and Royals, Diamondbacks. Who was the other one? Whoever, Tigers.
Tigers.
Royals, Diamondbacks, Tigers. Round robin. 10-cent round robin. Dedicated to my old business partner. Still his favorite bet.
High roller.
He is a high roller. 10-cent round robins on the app. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Make it a special day. Make it a winner. 1 day left. Christmas in July. Tomorrow night at midnight, it's over. So take advantage of your packages. Grab Chris's package.
Chris likes when you take advantage of his package.
Yes, take advantage of Chris. Grab his package. Yep. On that note,